Hello everyone, welcome back to Monkey Craft. I'm here with my buddy Bernie, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about how to create these 3D nameplates, right? I use them here in the shop. As you can see, I've got a Foraker, Hunter, and Denali. I use them to name my printers. And then I've got Katmai down here on the Century Carbon, Polychrome. I've had this printed for a while, waiting for my Snapmaker U1 to come in, which I just got an email saying it's going to be here in a couple weeks, so we'll be watching for that video, the unboxing and setting up. But I don't have one for my 3 new H2S's. I need a Silverthorn, a Marathon, and a Wrangle. Okay? Well, I'm going to walk you through how we do this. I create them in the free version of Fusion 360. So let's go over. We'll open up Fusion 360. I'll show you how to create them. It's pretty easy, pretty basic. They come out real nice. And then we'll print them on Silverthorn here. And then when they come out, we'll show you how they look. Let's get started. Let's go to the computer. All right, so we're on the computer. Now the first thing you want to do is we're going to open up our Fusion 360. Now, I'm using the free version of Fusion 360. You don't have to use the paid version to do what I'm going to show you today. So the first thing we're going to do is come up to Create, click on it, and click New Component. Then we're going to come over to the New Component dialog over here. I'm going to highlight the new component, and we're going to put a new name in here. We're going to call this nameplate, right? Click OK. See, there's our new component there, nameplate. Now, we're going to create, back up to Create, and come down to Create a Sketch. And we're going to come over and select the bottom plane. That's this one right here. And it orients to the bottom plane, and it opens up a sketch palette off to the right here. Next, we're going to go over here to Create, come down to Text. Now we're going to create, I'm going to drag and create a text block. The size really doesn't matter. Okay. And as you can see, the flashing cursor is inside the text block right now. So I am going to put in the name that I want on this plate, which is Marathon. I'm going to type that in now. Just like that. Now I like, for what I'm doing here, the Helvetica font, but you can use Arial or any of the other ones that are in here. It doesn't matter. Main thing is, though, you want to come in here, and I like 25 millimeters for the height. The height is this, how tall the letters are. I'm going to make that 25 millimeters. That's how tall your nameplate's going to be. And then you want to make sure that the align center and align middle are on. You don't want to be off like that. You want to be line center and middle. Then just click OK. Then come up, click Finish the Sketch. Next, we're going to come down. We're going to highlight the Marathon. And then our keyboard, we're going to hit E. E stands for extrude. We'll come over and grab the arrow, and we're going to drag it up. See, there's 5 millimeters. We're going to go 10 millimeters. Hit Enter. So there's our basic nameplate right there. But what we don't have is the border around it, the thick border around it. So the next step, we need to flip it to go to the back side. Now in Fusion 360, this little cube up here in the right-hand corner, when you grab it and drag it, this moves the palette. So we're going to flip it over, and now we're on the bottom side, see? And that's where we want to be now, is right there. Now, what we need is an offset going around the letter, just like I showed you in that example of the nameplates that I've done previously. So what we want to do, I'm just going to go down and click on the first letter, and then I'm going to hit O on the keyboard for offset. And notice that it opened up the offset dialog box over here, and it's asking us to select a curve. So if I go to that first letter, you see how at the outside curve highlighted? I want to click that and then drag it up to 3. And we hit enter. Now the next step, you want to go back over and you want to finish that sketch, because we basically completed the end. So we're going to go to the next letter. We're going to hit O again for offset. We're going to find the outer edge. Going to drag it out. I hit 3 on the keyboard. Enter. Finish the sketch. And I'm just going to keep repeating this until I get all the letters done, right? O, grab the offset, bring it out. I'm hitting 3 on the keyboard. Enter. Finish the sketch. Now, if you forget to click the finish sketch after you do a letter, you'll go on to the next letter, but it won't seem like it's working right. And you'll go, oh yeah, I didn't finish the sketch. No big deal. Just go over and finish the sketch. Oh, click O. Grab the, select the edge. Drag it out. 3. Enter. Finish the sketch. O. The curve. 3. Enter. 2 more. Just complete this. Repeat the same operation for each of the letters. Finish the sketch one more time. O. Grab the edge. Drag it out. 3. Hit enter. Finish the sketch. Now you can see I've got the offset created. Now we're going to go back. I'm going to grab the cube up in the upper right hand corner. I'm going to flip it over and come back over to the front side. Get this lined up here. Okay. Now, at this point, we're going to want to hold the shift key on the keyboard. As you move your mouse in, you'll see how it changed. It highlighted that offset. You want to click it and keep the shift key down, because you're doing selecting multiple of these offset areas. You don't want the letter, you don't want the line, you want the centerpiece. So you get it till sometimes there it goes. When it turns dark like that, you know you got the right piece. Just take your time. Select, keeping the shift key down, selecting all of them, right? Like that. Now next, we're going to hit the E again. And this time, we're going to drag upward. And see, it looks like negative numbers over here. Right here. We want -8. Because we raised the marathon up 10. So we want to come back up to 8. But you notice it's red right here. That's because it's in a cut operation. If we were to hit OK now, it would actually cut off the bottom of those letters. We don't want that. So we want to open the drop down and click Join. Hit OK. And then now we've got our marathon. Okay? At this point, we're done with Fusion 360 for this example. But if you wanted to make other nameplates, you could make price tags. If you work flea markets and things like that, and you wanted a tag like this or a nameplate like this for the $5 banner or the buy one get one or something, whatever, you just come in here, you just repeat this process for whatever ones you need. So now I'm going to go up to the file icon, going to come down. I'm not going to save. I'm going to export. Going to put a title in here. I'm going to call it Marathon. Now it's important that you grab 3MF files. There's a lot of different files in here. You want 3MF. That's your 3D printing file. And you select whatever location on your computer you want. I've got a folder named nameplates. And then we're going to export it. Okay. Now at this point, I'm going to come down. I'm going to open up Bambu Studios. I'm going to come up to File, Import. I'm going to find that 3MF file that we got. See, I got a bunch of them in here. There's Marathon. That's the one we just created. We're going to open up that one. Now, if you notice, it's all black right now. Well, that's the primary filament I got selected as black. But we want it to be black and white, right? So I'm going to come in. I'm going to select the nameplate. And then I'm going to come up to the paint. I'm going to select the white, the fill. I'm going to turn on edge detection. That's important. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to hit the top of every one of the letters. And see, it's painting them all white. But if you notice, the sides are still black. Well, we want it to look 3D. So now we're going to come in and we're going to move our mouse till it highlights. You see how it's highlighting around the edge there? It looks like the drop down of the M. Click that. And now we got a three-dimensional. Going to do that for each one of the letters. You got to watch the ends. The ends take 2 of them. Right, so now we have all our letters painted. Now, you could come in and make that white too. That might look better, right? Let me tell you what's going to happen. If you notice, if I flip it like this, see, it went white all the way through. So when you print this, especially if you don't have a multi-head or multi-tool printer, you're going to have color changes all the way through, not just on the top. If I switch this black to black here, now it's going to print black and then it'll switch to white, and you really only got one color change, right? So I leave the center of the letters black. I'm just rotating it, make sure I got all the sides are white. Then I can come up and click return. And now we got Marathon. Whoopsie. There we go. Now we're going to send this off to the printer. But while I'm printing it, I've gone ahead already and I have done the ones for Silverthorn and the other one. So we're going to import. Do you want to import? Yeah. We'll grab the other ones that I did. Wrangle here and Silverthorn. We'll print them all at one time. What's the geometry only? Oh, we want the project. All right, so I should have all 3 of them in here now if everything went well. Where did Marathon go? Oops, I think I lost Marathon. Let's see, I guess I should have saved it. All right, hold on. Let me get Marathon in here again. I might have to color marathon? I don't know. There we go. All right, so now I got all 3 of them on the build plate. We're gonna slice this. And we'll get it sent off to, I think we'll send it to Silverthorne. Looks like 2 hours and 57 minutes. Yep, I'm gonna send it to Silverthorne in black and white. That looks good to me. Okay. Well, we'll let them get started here, let them get printed, and we'll jump back on when they complete. Well, they've been printing on Silverthorne for about 2.5 hours. Just about done. Well, let's take them out and see how they look. Look at that. Just how we made them. Perfect. Like I said, in this case, I'm using them for the names of my printers. These could be signs. You could make them into like a death sign for somebody, or a name sign for someone, or tags for your flea market sales. Whatever you want to do. Come out real nice. Once I get them like this, that's it. Now, once I get them like this, for this application, since the printers are plastic up here, I can't put magnets in there, I just take a little bit of this 2-sided or double-sided tape, lay it on here, trim it back. I think I'll trim it back a little bit more. We'll put them on, see how they look. Ah, this one don't fit. It's too long. Why does this happen every time I do a video? I run into an issue. This one's a little bit long. I gotta change your name. But you get the idea. That's how it's going together. Well, I hope you learned something. Hope you can make your own signs real soon. Don't forget, Polychrome's coming in next week. We'll be doing an unboxing video on the U1 real soon. So that's going to wrap up this video for the most part. But if you haven't checked out the video that covers the promotion I'm doing, where I'm giving away a Centuri carbon printer and piles of filament, there's a video down below. Check that link. Click that link in that video, take you to the video, and that video tells you all about how you can sign up for the promotion, have a chance to win yourself a new printer. That's all down below. But for now, if you can, I'd appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Till the next time, have a good day, guys.